Yes, welcome back. It's still Q Sports on Ascent Television. My name is Jide Olaniran, and don't forget you can still always, subscribe to this channel. Watch all our contents, as they drop. All you need to do is just subscribe. Just go straight. You see that bell symbol. Click on it so that you can subscribe. Join our growing team or growing community of those who love Ascent TV. And also you can reach us via social media and those Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, anyway, just reach out to us. And of course, if you want us to be part of what you're doing, just reach out to us via Facebook or via social media outlets. So, many of them. Just we've got the platforms, Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. You can reach out to us. And the number also, we've got some special number to you. You can send us SMS. You can also, send us, let's know, feel your pulse. Let's know what you think about what we're doing here. And if there is anything you want from us, just let us know. Okay. Joe, let's talk about the SPPA. I know that there is the top four. There are plans to have the top four. That's the top four on the ranking, and also I know there is a top four tournament that the SPA is putting together very soon. Just a few days from now, it will be December, and a whole lot of people have different plans lined up for December. And I feel that one of the plans should be about where people can go and get watch the best of sporting events, because I know some are not sleeping. Some are not going to be resting this December already. The Benfica is in December. In Europe, that is. From them, Mosconi Cup also. And US, trust them, there will be a lot of events too. Snooker, pool events in the US too. So, man, just to get themselves busy.
Yes, the calendar is full all over the world. And like you said earlier, we're trying to, I won't say we're cascading the betting industry, but we're just trying to make a point. And you also made a valid point that the betting industry, except when you have events, that is when the betting industry can come and partner with you, either as sponsors, betting partners, or gaming partners, all of that. So the Snooker and Pool Players Alliance, of which I am the president, is also not resting on its hours. We are trying to create events. There's this opinion that people believe is that because snooker, pool, or billiards are played in the bar or in the bar space, if I use that word to describe it, they are played in the bar space, that automatically those who play these sports either on a more advanced level or on a professional level, that they are, in quotes, lovers of drink. Yes, they drink, but the sport is not all about, the games or the whole precision sport is not about the drink. They are very, very, very tactical games. So the SPPA has decided to organize what we call the top four. The previous top four that held in 2019, it was just the top four highest ranked players on the SPPA ranking that comes every month to hold that event. But we want to make it more national. And so for that reason, we are considering that the new edition of Top 4, that's starting from the one we are going to hold in December into 2022, we are going to have it quarterly. Quarterly, that means that we want to use, the first quarter is January, February, March. So the final we hold in March. But between January, February, and March, qualifiers will take place. So the qualifiers are supposed to take place at the various state levels. So Lagos will have its own top four. Edo is going to have its own top four. Bayelsa is going to have its own top four. Delta is going to have its own top four. So, and that top four for all the Q sports, for all. So we have top four for English pool, top 4 for snooker, top 4 for Chinese pool. But we will be starting with Chinese pool.
Okay.
So we are going to start with Chinese pool. So we are going to have top 4 for Chinese pool. Right now, Lagos is where Chinese pool is currently rooted well.
Okay.
So the first top 4 we are going to have, which is not actually the national top 4, is just going to be for the Lagos edition of the top 4. Okay. So for the Lagos edition of the top 4 highest ranked players for Chinese pool are going to be invited to play in that tournament. That means the players as at today, and the players by the ranking already, we now know who the players are. And the players are going to be Wole Abayomi, Ege Paddy, Kenneth Marizu, and Oscar Iro. Those 4 players are going to be invited to play in the top 4. This time, the top 4 has a prize itself. It's a winner takes all event. So the winner will walk away with 50,000. That is what we are going to do for Lagos. But as we move on, as we continue to grow, other states are going to have top 4. So the top 4 we are going to hold in December is actually the third quarter, or the only event because of the pandemic that affected most of us, for only Chinese pool, top 4 Chinese pool that is going to hold for Lagos. So we call it the Lagos top 4. Okay. So those 4 players are going to play in this event, and we are hoping that it's going to be a good one. The players are going to put in their best. I want to make a point here. For you to be able to play in the top 4, you must be in the ranking. A lot of players, let me put it this way. I know a lot of players claim they are very good. So we are not trying to what I call it, to mock their skill level. But what we are focusing on more is that snooker, billiards, and pool goes beyond those unofficial, if I use that word, betting that goes on in the bar. So for you to be able to play in the SPPA top 4, you must, no matter how good you are, no matter your claim to your proficiency, you have to come onto the ranking. It is the ranking that qualifies you to play. So if you say, oh, you are the best player in Lagos, oh, you can do this, you have won this player, you have done. We do not recognize all of those boasts. The only thing that we recognize is that you are the top 4. You are amongst the top highest ranked players in that particular state. And it's very simple for you to get your ranking, for you to get your point. You just go to an SPPA affiliate bar. There's a system there. Register your name on the system and begin to what? Begin to play and begin to earn your points. And once you earn your points, the system will continue to monitor your progress. With time, 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, you'll be up there in the top 4. And you now have the opportunity to come and showcase and test that skill that you are very, very boastful of. So if the player thinks he's good, if you say you are good, if you believe you are good, come on the ranking. And once you come on the ranking, in no time, you can get to the top 4. And if you get to the top 4, another thing we want to say is that we want to use this opportunity to speak to the corporate bodies, to those, like we said, the betting industry, the brewery industry. We are willing to partner with any corporate body who is interested in reaching out, in marketing their products to this to the Q Sports community in Nigeria, a big community, very, very big community, you can reach out to us.
Are you saying at no point would SPPA no point will SPPA be involved in an open championship?
No, SPPA is going to be involved in an open championship. We are not going to jettison it. The Joy Billiards Chinese Pool Championship, five of them, annual Joy Billiards Chinese Pool Championship, is going to hold starting from, I think, is it February or March of 2022? We are going to hold that open championship where wherever you are, you can come and play. That is an open championship. Okay. It does not, you don't earn any ranking point from those tournaments. You just come, play, you win, and you go. But for you to get a ranking point, you must go to a local affiliate bar and go and show us that you are good.
So from that open, if there are going to be an international event, it is those who actually win, of course, who come out tops that will be going or they must be ranked.
We will not want to say that top 4 players for now, the winners of the top 4, in quotes, do not have an opportunity to go and play international. Okay. But right now, Joy Billiards has prepared a special package that if you win the Joy Billiard tournament, it gives you an opportunity to go and play in the Chinese Pool Masters that holds in China. Okay. But the beauty about it is that even though it is an open event, it is going to be 2 stages. The first stage are for non-SPPA players. That's the first stage. You play in what we call the qualifiers. That's the first stage of the open. It is not a seeded tournament. So all of you come and play in that tournament. Okay. When all of you come and play, you don't need to be an SPPA player. Wherever you are, you can come and play. Now, the winners, the top 4 of that particular tournament, will now be selected to play amongst a select group of SPPA. That's the seeded tournament, the actual seeded tournament. You now play in that particular tournament. So that means that you can win the Open Championship, but after you win the Open Championship, it serves as a qualifier to go into what I call the main event. So for you to get into the main event, top SPPA players will get direct qualification without playing in the qualifiers. Without playing the but that event is going to hold in 2022. The SPPA is going to release their revised calendar for 2022. But for now, what the Snooker and Pool Players Alliance is focusing on is let us begin the top 4, which because of the COVID, we didn't hold in 2020. And in 2021, we have been trying to, because of still the COVID restrictions and everything, we kept everything in the coolers. But right now, we are trying to open the treasure box for us to begin to hold new events. Come 2021 ending that December and 2022 going forward.
All right, that's it from the president of the SPPA, the Snooker and Pool Players Alliance, taking us through the process, the top 4 that will be holding next month. That's talking about December and other prospective events that will be coming up in 2022. Okay, our player of the week is next, and is no other than the man who caused an upset at the UK Championship. One day, I want to believe that in Nigeria, and very soon a local player will be our player of the week, because that is the essence of the show. We want to see an SPPA player as a player of the week. And like I said, our player of the week is Zhao Xintong, 24-year-old prodigy from China. Is there any coincidence between, or should I say, why is it that if you are not mentioning anybody from Europe, it must be China?
The Chinese people are doing a lot. They are investing heavily in Q sports, or billiards, snooker, pool. They're investing heavily because I think they are challenging the dominance of the English and the Europeans in some of the sports.
All right. Okay. Zhao Xintong. It's our player of the week. Yes, welcome back. That was 24-year-old Zhao Xintong. Like I said, I'm looking forward to that day where my player of the week will be a Nigerian, a homeboy, son of the soil that I'll definitely bring into the studio to have a chat with. So if you're one person that you know that you can be my player of the week, then reach out to me via our social media platforms. You can go straight to our Facebook page, like it, that's Ascent. Go to our Twitter handles to also follow us and also tweet at us or tweet us. And for those who also want to follow us on our Instagram, we're always there on all social media platforms, and our number is also on the screen. You can send me a text and we'll follow up afterwards. Joe, this is another show that we've been able to put together today. Thanks, as always, for always coming around. I hope we can do this another week again when we'll be back for another edition. Yes, that's it. This is where the cookie crumbles. Until I come your way next time, just like I said, I used to say also that you need to keep potting. And it's all about precision. Just aim at your particular ball. And before you know it, you will hit the right target. Jide Olaniran signing out.